Hello, good morning guys, good evening, good afternoon. And here we are again, live yoga. And I'm using this effect, but I think I will probably stop it because it makes everything very slow. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it off. I thought it looks amazing, but I think I'd rather not use. So here we go. I think much better. I'm tempted to use another one. Okay. Anyway, so let's see. Oh, this is also a very slowed motion. Anyway, all right. And here we go. I'm just going to give a moment for other people to join us. Hopefully you've got your mats ready and your cushions, any props that you may need to use. So there's a cushion. And hopefully you're all good, you're well, and you feel ready for the practice. Settling into your comfortable position. Sitting either on a cushion or on your mat. Adjusting so your body feels comfortable for a little short meditation and a chant. I couldn't find my section for notes on my page, so I do apologize. I didn't put all the chants that we're gonna normally use. Last year we did mainly the teacher-student chant, and this year I've decided to use the Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu mantra, which was given to us by Amma, the hugging saint. This is the guru I follow. Because of the pandemic, it's a very good mantra to use and chant because it brings peace to all the worlds, all the beings in all the worlds, brings peace. Okay, that's the translation of the chant. And also it would be great if you can imagine, Amma advises us to, when you're chanting it, to imagine these beautiful white petals showering over the whole of the earth, bringing peace and contentment, because we need it in this time. And also, just while we're waiting other people to join us, it's, what can I say, probably in this time a lot of people being at home, watching telly and all sorts of media, which I'm guilty of as well. You may notice that your Vata Pitta becomes more active, more aggravated, especially if you tend to have those two doshas, constitution, in your make. Okay, so watching telly brings a lot of Vata because of the changing in the channels brings a lot of Vata, constant movement and change and flickering images and things like that. Also Pitta because it's to do with a lot of information and a lot of the light, the play of light on the screen as well activates your Pitta. Pitta dosha affects the eyes, so you might feel very pain in the eye, any condition with the eyes. Vata is when you feel quite anxious, fearful, and restless, that sort of conditions you get through Vata. Pitta is quite maybe judgmental, quite fiery, and so when you watch the news, for example, or anything like that, it makes you be more aggravated in order to do with fear and anxiety, and this is Vata quality. The qualities of Pitta. Also, when you feel that your Vata is aggravated, the breathing is not so strong, you see. So you have this shallow breath, which is lack of oxygen in the body. So then your organs, the exchange of the vital gases in the body suffer. So your organs begin to suffer, you see. And yes, so be mindful of that. Have a balance between watching and going out, because nature is connected to Kapha. Kapha is earth. Kapha is lakes, mountains, anything like that. Calmness, steadiness. And yes, well, when you go out in nature, you bring more Kapha into your body and mind, obviously. Right, okay, so enough of that. Take a now comfortable sitting position, ready for our chant and a bit of breathing. Deep inhale. Exhaling all the tension out. Take as many as you need to. More. And do one more final, and then sit in the pause after the exhalation just for a moment or two. Follow the exhalation fully out. Observe the pause between the exhale and inhale. Good. Coming back to natural breathing. So as you're sat comfortably, I want you to find that your shoulders are down. Keep lengthening through the crown and rooting down through the sitting bones, through the tailbone, reaching to the center of earth. And then when you establish that connection and find your spine is really middle, kind of centered and lengthened, then imagine that all around you there's this beautiful golden egg-like shape, that you're sat in this transparent golden egg. It's everywhere around you. This beautiful shape is all over around you, and it's golden. And when you're ready, we're just going to put cup our face like so, and we're going to do 3 arms together in the cups. So 1 arm, and then we move around the body, or keeping your hands on places that need some attention. Do that. And then the second arm, the same. Clear your hands and do a third arm and the same. Okay. After your third one, chant Loka. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. May all beings in all the worlds be happy. Good. As you are sat, then we're going to start opening to the flow and connecting breath and movement. So it is called the Ujjayi breath that I normally use in my practice, with a slight restriction at the back of the throat. You're relaxing the jaw and breathing through the nose, but centering the breath at the back of the throat. You may feel like you want to yawn at some point, and if you do, keep it, but then try to yawn through a closed mouth, and then you would feel the breath moving exactly here, and this is the Ujjayi breath. So let's come on fours for cat-cow. Three breaths here, connecting movement and breath, and then on the next three we can do this beautiful and what's the word I'm trying to say, kind of dynamic movement. So you can do these rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise, or figure eights for a few rounds, just finding this fluidity. Or you can do lower down, then through the elbows, coming up, whichever 5 to 6 rounds you want to go for. Just feel your spine, see which side of your spine is needing more attention. Good. And after a few rounds, let's do my favorite in the latest, where you press through the heels of your palms. Keep it for 3 breaths. So pressing, curling, and tucking the chin. I'm breathing here for 3 Ujjayi breaths.
Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, come to Balasana. So just one deep inhale and exhale here into all of the rib cage. And then we're coming to press the top of the crown, rolling it forward and back. So anything like ponytails or clips, just remove them for a bit. And we're going to roll the head. So pressure points there. It's beautiful if you have any blocked sinuses or a headache, any tension in the neck. Obviously, if you have any issues with your neck, just ignore this and stay in your Balasana. So 3 more rounds here into rabbit. Beautiful. Exhale, and then we're going to come to sit gradually on the heels. So tuck the toes under, come and sit onto your heels like so, to stretch, and then undo, lift, good, and again. So dynamic. You can do this if you want to stretch and open a bit more. The rib cage, the fingers, again, lift. You can come on to open the rib cage, the sternum, stretch the front of your feet, and again come up to sitting on your heels. Inhale, interlace the fingers, good, reaching all the way up. Exhale, coming into down dog. Now initially keep slightly soft and bent, keep the heels up, just testing our down dog, see how you feel, and eventually you get to feel the both of your heel coming on the floor. So you've got 3 to 5 rounds here, tailbone up to the sky, so you kind of rotate the hips up, shoulders are open away from the ears, actively pressing with the palms and the fingers. Spread open your toes. Deep inhales, exhales here, lengthening the crown, reaching towards the sky. Letting go any tension in the neck. Three. Make sure you can't see your heels, they're parallel hip width apart. 4. 5. Inhale, the right foot comes over, lower the back knee, keep inline toes and fingers 90 degrees shin. Inhale, lift. Exhale there, tuck the toes under, lift, back into down dog, the other side. Inhale, left, exhale, lower, back knee on the floor, nice 90 degree the front, inline fingers and toe. Inhale, and exhale here, tuck the toes under, lift, down dog. Exhale, inhale again. Once more, we're going to go both sides. So a bit of a dynamic. Exhale here. Beautiful. Tuck the toes, down dog. Exhale into down dog. The other side comes forward. Try and keep toes in line with your fingers. Exhale. Keeping the shoulders away. That's it. Tuck the toes, down dog. Exhale into your down dog. Beautiful. Coming into plank. Exhale and then inhale, lift back into down dog. We'll do that 3 times. Again, inhale. Make sure your shoulders exactly above the wrist and contract your thighs. Press into the ball of the feet. Exhale, coming up to down dog. And exhale there. Again, follow the inhalation to move the shoulders above the wrists. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right foot comes forward, toes in line with your fingers. Lower the back. Keep the back knee high. Then beautiful opening. Inhale and exhale, gazing at the thumb. Exhale, going back into down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale back into down dog. That was one side. The other side, inhale. Exhale, move that inner hand closer to the foot, inline toes and fingers. And inhale, lift and twist gently, looking at the thumb. Inhale and exhale here. When you're ready, go back into down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale fully into plank. And then move the hips. Down dog. Once more. Inhale, the right foot comes forward, lunge. Then move, exhale this inner arm closer to the foot, lift, inhale. And keep it there, exhale. Inhale again. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale to plank. Stay into plank, exhale. Inhale through the tailbone back into down dog. Make sure your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale the other side into lunge. Ready to move the hand closer. Exhale the hand, press and root. Inhale, lift. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, look at the thumb. Exhale when you're ready, back into down dog. Wait for the inhalation, plank. Stay, exhale into plank. Now lift through the tailbone, back down dog. Good. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale there. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Parallel feet, hip width apart. Inhale to plank. Hold it. Wait for the inhale to lift, down dog. Exhale. Heels are on the floor. Good. Ready for the other side, inhale. Exhale, hands move closer. Inhale, lift the other one. Exhale, root. Inhale, gaze the thumb. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Good. And now if you want to rest, lower, big toes touching, come into Balasana. Exhale. Open the knees wide. Deep inhales and exhales here. And when you're ready, we come into the front on our bellies for Cobra. Okay? Right, so again, we're going to go for a flow. Oh gosh, I feel like a bit of a... Okay. So hopefully you see me all right there. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Now, palms underneath the shoulders. Elbows are not out. They're shaving off the body. Okay, so then forehead on the floor. Wiggle and soften the bum. Take a deep inhale, exhale here. And when you're ready, gently inhalation, lift up to the collarbones or the sternum. Exhale, lower. Keep it in line along the forehead. Keep the neck long. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale. Keep the elbows shaving off closer to the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Wiggle and soften the bums so the gluteus maximus are soft and relaxed. Now on the next inhale, exhale, we're going to do a little flow here. So inhale, we're going to lift right leg, left arm. Exhale, lower down. Wiggle, soften. The other side, inhale. And exhale. Initially, don't be so fast. We're just following the length of the inhale and the exhale. Again, inhale, lift. And the idea is all these back muscles are working, the spine muscles, nothing to do with the arm muscles. Inhale, the other side. Exhale, lower. Wiggle, soften the bum. Again, inhale, lower, and the other side, inhale, opposite hand, opposite arm. Final, soften, inhale, and soften. Good. Now on the next inhale, exhale, what we're going to do is, for those of you who are okay with it, you can grab hold of your ankles and go like that with both and exhale, lower, or you can do one at a time, coming onto the forearm. That's a variation. Inhale and then lower. Inhale and lower. So we'll do 3 times, okay? So whichever you want to go, and then swap. Good. So whichever variation you're going to go for. Remember that your shins are moving away. That helps the upper body to follow. So the shins are taking you up, okay? And then lower, exhale gradually, keeping the forehead on the ground. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now for those of you who did it on one side 3 rounds, now do the other side for 3 rounds. And those who have both legs together, we're going to hold it.
And we stay here. After the third, exhale and wiggle, soften, breathe. Beautiful. So really good opening of the sternum. Gorgeous. Final. Let's come to grab your ankles here and lift on inhale. Some of you may lift the thighs off the ground and then you'll be rocking onto your hip bones. 3 more rounds of breath here. Wiggle, soften and relax the bum, or come into Balasana where big toes touch and surrender. Beautiful. 3 deep inhales and exhales into the whole of the rib cage, and then gradually coming up. Good. So hopefully you warmed up the spine, all the major joints you feel loose or a bit hot as well. So when you're ready, let's do a balancing posture to help us center. So we're coming up to standing into Tadasana. Right, so I don't know which way. I suppose this way is better. Okay, Tadasana. Keep the feet hip width apart. Press down through. Then inhale. Feel that you're lengthening through the center of your feet. It's like you're drawing energy up the shin bones into your knees. You would feel the kneecaps lifting up. Also the thighs firming a little bit, the glutes. You will feel that your tailbone is coming closer, so just pointing down towards the ground. Your belly will also become active and long. Sternum is open, chest drop away from the ears. The breath is going. It's parallel chin almost, and feel like if somebody is pulling you up through the center of your crown all the way up to the sky. Don't lose connection with the center of your feet. Feel the arch of your feet. Open the toes. Good. Now the gaze is on a spot in front of you. If you close your eyes, you may get dizzy and disorientated. So in a spot on the floor, it's our focus. Good. Moving into dancing Shiva Natarajasana. So press down through the foot, which will be your base. Inhale will bring the knee up. You can hold, and some of you may stop here. That's absolutely fine. If you want to take it further, have hold of your ankle or the outside of your foot. Some people go, there's a hold where you can hold the inside of the foot. So whichever is easy, I don't know which way is better to show you. Okay, so if we go, so now make sure the knee doesn't come out, but keep it in line with your hip. So press down through that foot and then start gradually moving the shin out like we did on the floor, but this is now a balancing posture, so it's important to look to a spot in front of you and do it in stages, gradually lifting the thigh. Now if you have I've got a little table here to support me, that's great, or a chair, you can do it like that in stages. Okay, also you can use the wall. So my hand is in front of me. Hang on. Right. So that you can see this is in line with my shoulder in line. And then you can grab that and start working your way to open the thigh. Kind of move, lift, depending on your joints and your abilities. So as I said, gaze into a spot, keep opening the toes, lengthening through, opening the sternum, lifting through the crown, lifting through the thigh, and keeping the hips square. And after 3 rounds of breath, the exhale will bring us back to the center line. Inhale, lift the knee, and exhale the whole leg with the length of your exhalation down, pressing through the floor. And again, we start with the other side. So maybe I'll go this side. Rooting down first. Listen to the breath, do it in stages. So let's do it once more without me talking so much. So you just listen to your breath, focus on the feet. Every time you feel a wobble, keep opening your toes. That will be my final words to you. Okay. So maybe if I do it that way. Back into Tadasana. Keep listening to the breath. And then inhale, exhale, lower. All the way down. If you want to go through Vinyasa. Down dog. Inhale to plank. Knees, chest, chin. Or upward dog by moving the hips forward. Then you come down dog. And pigeon. Right knee towards your right thumb. So, adjusting to come into your pigeon by keeping the hips square. So if you feel like tilting here, move a cushion or a block or anything to support you. Any variations? If you feel comfy to stay here, that's fine. A variation is to try and balance in pigeon as well. Focus on the breath. And when you're ready to come and surrender forward, gently moving the upper body to different stages, coming on your forearms and then gradually lengthening to your forehead. Keep this square hips so you don't tilt to the side. Work the balance through pressing the back foot which is on the floor. So it's like your anchor, the back foot on the floor. Pressing the palms as well will give you that stretch, that length, and it's in the vertebrae and in the whole of the posture as well. One more breath here. Wait for the exhalation to move your palms underneath your shoulders. Then inhale, lift back into your upward pigeon. And we're going to go for a twist. So putting the elbow in front of your knee into fist. Palm on top of it. Then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to turn. And looking up towards the ceiling. You're pressing the back foot on the floor to be like your anchor, you see. 3 breaths here. Good. Beautiful, strong pigeon. The base is strong in order to feel that gorgeous twist. Then exhale, palms underneath your shoulders, tuck the back toes, lift into down dog. Inhale, exhale there, and then we move through the flow. Back into down dog. I'm ready for the other side. Pigeon. Again, adjust so that there's no pulling any on your that's why I prefer baggy trousers and things like that. So inhale, grab hold of your back foot. Now rooting through the foot on the floor. Lift and open the sternum. If you want to practice and challenge your balance here, focus on the breath, spot on the floor. coming to forward.
Surrender. Releasing any tension. Feeling the stretch, the opening in the hip joint. When you're ready, inhale, exhale. Finally move the palms underneath the shoulders and then lift back into pigeon. Keep rooting in the back foot, and then the opposite hand moves forward. The knee, fist, and then the other hand pressing with open fingers, middle of the palm into that fist, and start exhaling to the twist. Beautiful, few rounds of breath there. And when you're ready, needing to come back, tuck the toes under, lift into down dog. Walk the dog, so one heel at a time, one side, whacking the tail. So a few rounds of breath into your Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then coming to our sitting cobbler's pose. Good. Finding your sitting bones, and the journey begins. Hold the ankles and kind of move the shoulders away from the ears. Press the elbow, so we don't go like this. We want the sternum to come, the heart, you see, to come forward. Pressing into the inner sides of your knees. Tucking the chin slightly to feel that neck is long. Projecting energy out through the crown. Gazing on the spot in front of you on the floor. And gradually surrender. Further and further. With every exhale, softening and surrendering into the shape in which you are, observing sensations and observing thoughts, urges, anything, emotions and feelings. Observing the breath. Beautiful. Surrender. And find that expression of your beautiful cobbler's pose. Surrender. And when you're ready, the inhalation will take you back to center and come to hug your knees onto the floor. So, massaging clockwise, anti-clockwise,
massaging the lower back. Good. And if some of you want to lift and go into shoulder stand, then you can do it obviously in stages, like half shoulder stand, and then gradually start lifting all the way up, plow, and all the rest. Or those of you, if you don't want to go to a shoulder stand, you can lift the bridge, keeping the knees in line with your shoulder, with your hips, and also your feet 90-degree shin, and the ankles are in line with your knees. So you can do it in stages, working, lifting, and exhaling, lowering down. Or you can try and lift, hold it there for 3 rounds of breath, but don't forget the knees are still in line with the hips. Keep pressing the feet into the floor to give more lift into your tailbone and the hips. You will feel the sternum is moving towards your chest, chin, and sternum is kind of touching the chin gently. You are able to breathe there, 3 rounds of breath if you're holding bridge, and then soften, relax and hug your knees into the chest. If you are in shoulder stand, then you move to plow, but keep supporting your lower back. Keep lengthening through the tailbone to lift and make space in the lower back. Observe your breathing. If you're gasping, if you cannot breathe, then move away. Maybe today is not your day for any inversion or any plow or shoulder stand or whatever. So we're lengthening and moving away from anything that's restricting our breath, and then you come to fish. Sit on your sit on the palms. The palms are facing down. Press the elbows into the floor. There's no pressure on the crown. The pressure is on the elbows, and you breathe. It's like you're taking a lot of breath into the full of your lungs and massaging at the same time your thyroid and your thymus glands. Okay, so taking as many breaths as you can, and then slowly coming down to Shavasana, where we lay down. You may want to bend your knees and move them to touch, and then move the feet wider, keeping the knees touching. So that's good for softening the lower back if there's tension. And if you're going for straight legs, make sure the feet are flop aside, arms beside the body, palms are facing up, the head is central, so it's not to the side, it's center. And total surrender into Shavasana. So gradually making your body comfortable on the floor, listening to the inhales and exhales. Imagining that you're sinking in this beautiful soft sand underneath you. You're on a beach and the breath sounds like the movement of the waves. And you're just so comfortable on the beach. You're feeling there's nothing bothering you. Your body's still comfortable. And you hear all the sounds around you. And they don't bother you. You just observe as a silent witness. Any sounds, any sensations on the body. You're just the observer. Any thoughts coming and going, just observe, and any feelings, sensations, emotions. Checking on the body, the face is soft, and the tongue in your mouth is soft. Keep listening to the breathing. And as you become aware of your breath, notice that little pause between inhale and exhale. There is a little pause. And for the next 10 or so breaths, just stay and observe that pause. Then gradually begin to deepen the inhale and the exhale. And giving your body a lovely stretch like in the morning. And coming up to sitting. And with that stillness within you, keep observing that stillness and just imagine again that you're in this beautiful golden egg-like shape all around you. And we're going to take 3 Oms together and the Loka mantra, and imagine these beautiful petals are showering down onto you, bringing peace and joy, and all over around you on the whole of the planet. Take a deep inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you. Thank you for coming by today and practicing. And so I'm going to try and find my notes section. I've got a few notes there on my page, and I'll put these mantras that we normally chant. Also, if you have any questions, let me know. Either message me or here in the comments. And let me know how your Vata, Pitta and Kapha are doing. So yeah, if you need more Kapha in your life, then I suggest you go somewhere in a park or in nature, somewhere that's looking at a sea or a lake or the river, anything like that. Nature, go to the zoo, maybe connect with some animals, and yeah, just a bit more toned down. Try to find the balance between too much telly and anxieties and stuff like that come with social media, telly, anything like that. Okay, much love. Bye bye. Thank you for coming today. Bye.